kind is my shield!
Pistol fired at me. They're locking on me. Taking fire.
Well, a little overdramatic. Hopefully that illustrates just how effective your shields can be with the use of proper shield angling and a little bit of know-how. Ladies and gentlemen, Darps and Durgs, my name is Sabanias here, and today I'm presenting you a no-frills guide on shield management, a topic that I frankly feel not a lot of people understand. As Star Wars Squadrons would have it, there isn't actually a lot of information out there regarding how shields work, how much overshield you get, how much this happens, how much that happens, and I want to do the best I can to put some of those myths to rest, because to this day, even while I'm streaming this game and playing with some of my community, I'm still seeing simple things such as not angling your shields or even overcharging them for that matter. So let's help you survive just a little bit more, step up your game, and win some more matches. Before we continue, it's important to note that I'm not actually going to be going over each and every shield component specifically in this video. This video is going to be a little bit more informational in regards to the mechanics behind shields, some numbers, some min-maxing. So if you're here looking for what's the best shield to use or what's the best shield to use in any given loadout, fortunately this is not the video for you. As you can see here, we do have a very wide array of things that we can choose for our ship, and at the end of the day there are some pretty clear and cut good choices and there's some pretty clear and cut bad choices. I will be bringing them up in mention, as well as some of their effects and how they affect recharge rate, etc. But we don't have to be worrying about anything specific or any component rather. At the end of the day, they all really kind of affect your playstyle. We're going to be using a default X-Wing here with its base shield strength of 800 HP, the baseline for some of the stuff that we're going to talk about in the video. Along with this X-Wing, the Republic side is also dominated by all shielded craft, with the TIE Reaper being the only shielded craft on the Empire's side. Shields form an additional layer of hit points along with your hull. When depleted, must be recharged. This can be done by having power, or any amount of power, in your shield systems, with the shields only capable of overcharging once you put full power into shields. With full power to shields, you will also achieve two additional effects, one of them being the highest possible recharge rate between all ships, by the way. The recharge rate for your shield seems to be about 5 seconds to fill a full shield gauge, and then that's including an overcharge as seen above, with the only conditions actually being some of the components that you grab, such as the nimble deflector for the A-Wing, taking 2.5 seconds to charge, and the overloaded shield in combination with the Chapat fortified deflector, adding a staggering 20 seconds to charge a single shield bar. Keep that in mind if you ever pick that option button. The second effect, as mentioned previously, is adding an overshield. And before I explain that, let's go back and explain how shields work. So using the base value of our X-Wing of 800 shield points, when you fly into battle, you're not actually flying around with an 800 HP shield. Your shield is actually divided into two halves, or sections, your aft end and your bow end. So by keeping that information relevant, you would now have a shield that has 400 HP in the front and 400 HP in the back, not 800 HP in the front and 800 HP in the back. It is only through the act of overcharging are we now going to have 800 HP in the front and 800 HP in the back. And this is the maximum that you can get. This is a very important skill to have that I see a lot of pilots not actually utilizing. Believe it or not, more times than not, when I check a kill cam, it's still people zooming around with full power to, well, their blasters, for example, when they have empty shields. If you watch the shield footage above, you'll see there's many times where I'm making sure that at almost all times, if I have to, I'm running back and I'm applying a full overshield. Make sure you take this information into consideration. It's very important. Getting that additional 50% chunk of your HP for your shields will help you immensely in the long run. The other thing that you can do that will help is called angling your shields. If you've been watching the above footage, or maybe you remember from the campaign, the game goes through a little tutorial period where it teaches you how to angle your shield by putting additional energy in the front to the back. One thing the game sadly doesn't tell you is that there's no point to actually putting that energy front to back if you've already have max overshields. Remember what we mentioned previously, where your max shield strength, 800 in this case for the X-Wing, is divided between the two halves of your ship. So for example, that 800 HP that I mentioned is only capable to go up to 800 HP through the act of overcharging. When you angle your shields, what the game, or what it does in lore, is basically shunt any remaining shield power at that button push to the front or back portion, with the other option being the balance shield option. Think of your shields like ballast tanks on a submarine. If your ballast tanks are already full of water, you can't add any more shield points. And that is the one thing that I wish this game illustrated, because I see people flying around with shields front to back, taking fire, losing shield points, and not actually replenishing them with the angle mechanic, which is actually what that's for. If you watch the above footage carefully, you notice that I'm very particular at the certain times when I angle my shields. I only try to angle them forward or back after I have lost the HP. If you treat the angling mechanic more so like the ballast I mentioned, you're actually going to extend the HP of your shield used that much more, instead of just pushing a button and trying to fill a bucket that's already full. The only other way you could exceed your maximum shield value is by use of one of the support's tactical shields, which will actually just provide a 500 HP shield pool on top of your default shield pool. It will not be additive. Think of it just basically like an extra bubble on top of your bubble. Although, honestly, at the end of the day, I guess you could just say shields are like layers, like ogres, I guess.
Ogres are like onions. They stink? Yes. No.
However, at the end of the day, with that all being said, good shield management won't save you from a bad situation. If you walk all the way over to the other team's Star Destroyer when it's on defense, and you get yourself into a bad position, it doesn't matter how well you angle your shields or how much of an overcharge you have, you still might explode. I just hope that these tips and tricks help you win a few more matches and stay alive a little bit longer. At the end of the day, some of this is common knowledge for some people, but I'm going to do my part to continue teaching these small little things that'll help. For example, like dispelling the Elite Dangerous myth. Full power to shields does not make your shields stronger, guys. If you're being chased, put your power into your thrusters and run out of it. I don't have anything else to add on the topic. Next time we will probably either A, go over the patch notes that are coming out with the 1.3 update, or I might think about some more advanced gameplay mechanics that I can come up with. It's been very nice seeing the positive reception to these videos, and I thank you guys for your comments, likes, and appreciation. And this is Sabanias here, signing off. You guys take care, fly safe, and enjoy playing Star Wars Squadrons. As always, if you've enjoyed this video, please feel free to subscribe, like, come hang out in the Discord, and come say hi on Twitch. I stream this game quite a bit, and I'm live Tuesday to Saturday, so see you there.
Absolutely amazing.
I got the healing. I'm fine. Oh. All that effort only to
It was at this moment he knew.